Steve coming at you, and welcome to Last Reps Baseball. Tonight should be an exciting matchup between two Japanese powerhouse baseball teams. I hope you all enjoy this and treat Freddie with all the respect he deserves. Call a good game, Freddie, and who knows, someday you may even see me in one of these games. And if you don't, you might want to come check out my channel and see what I do. You know what? But hey, let's get back to Freddie. Let's get some baseball. Let's just have a great game.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Welcome to Last Reps Baseball's live commentary of the DuPont Professional Baseball League. Tonight, we are going to be bringing you the second game of our doubleheader. It is going to feature the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks and the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles. This game here means a lot for both ball clubs, as it is going to be the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles with a chance to win here tonight. And it will be a showdown against them and the Chibalote Marines for the playoff spot. If they can win tonight, it'll keep the Hawks within check, as they can, with a Hawk victory tonight, they would clinch second place in the Pacific League. But a loss here to the Golden Eagles still throws everything up into the air as who could finish second or third. We're first of all going to give you the starting lineups from the visitors from Fukuoka. Leading off and playing in center field is number 23, Yukio Shudo. Batting second and playing at third base is 00 Hikaru Kawase. Hitting third at doing the DA designated hitting is number 9, Yuki Yanagita. And the cleanup spot and playing in left field is number 3, Kisuki Kondo. Batting in the 5 spot and playing first base is number 7, Akira Nakamura. Batting in the 6th spot in right field is number 32, Tetsuro Yanagamachi. Hitting in the 7th spot and playing shortstop is number 6, Kenta Amamiya. Batting 8th at second base is number 13, Masaki Momori. And batting last and batting 9th and doing the catching is number 19, Takuya Kai. And they're going to be facing Takayuki Kishi as he takes to the mound with a 9-5 record, 116 in the third innings pitched, 116 hits allowed, 40 runs, 37 earned. He's walked only 20 and struck out 76, and he's got a sparkling 2.86 earned run average. Well, that's your starting lineup for the Hawks. Now your starting lineup for the home team for Tohoku, as the Rakuten Golden Eagles will send their third baseman, number 0, Hirota Kobakata, to lead it off. Batting second will be the right fielder, number 51, Yuya Ogo. Hitting third and doing the designated hitting is number 35, Hiroki Shimochi. In the cleanup spot and playing second base is number 3, Hideto Asamura. Batting fifth and in left field is number 27, Takira Okajima. And the 6th spot in center field is number 8, Ryosuke Tatsumi. Batting 7th at first base is number 7, Daichi Suzuki. Hitting 8th and playing shortstop is number 66, Itsuki Moribayashi. And batting 9th and doing the catching will be Jinjiro Sumitani. They are going to be facing Carter Stewart Jr., who takes to the hill with a 3-6 record, 71 in the third innings pitched. He's given up 64 hits. He's walked 41 and struck out 61. He's got an earned run average of 3.03. Well, those are your starting lineups. Our friend Brother Nick is back in the house. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We'll answer some of your questions in just a few. We appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight. Whether you listen live or on delay, it is the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles facing off against the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. Welcome back, everybody. The right-hander Kishi is just completing his warm-up tosses, and we'll be ready to get this one underway in just a couple moments. As our friend Nick says, it looks like he has bet the Eagles, or his gut says the Eagles, if the Hawks don't score in the first inning, he's got a chance. I really think tonight's ball game is going to be the Golden Eagles, as Kishi, the veteran right-hander, former Saito Cebu Lion, is going to lock this one down here tonight. But we'll see what happens. That's why they play the game, and I just don't know where Carter Stewart will land in this whole scheme of things. It is going to be the top of the order coming up here. Obviously, to start the first inning, it'll be Yukio Shudo, Hikaru Kawase, and Yuki Yanagita. And the first pitch from the right-hander is a fastball taken for a called strike at the knees. We are underway at 6:01 local time, or Japan time, in Tohoku. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's a slow breaking ball swung on. This ball is lined right to the third baseman as Kobakata makes the catch, and that is going to retire Yukio Shudo for the first out of the inning. So one up and one away, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, Hikaru Kawase. Well, for Kawase, he's hitting .229, no homers, and 14 runs batted in. It's been a bit of a revolving door. We've talked about this ad nauseum. Nobuhiro Matsuda, of course, left the Hawks at the end of last season to go to the Yomiuri Giants. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. He'd spent a lot of time holding down the hot corner. And then they've had a revolving door at third base this year. As the pitch is on the way, there's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. And what I mean by that, it has been a lot of different players have been auditioned. Of course, Freddie Galvis and Willens Astudillo, international players, had some opportunity at third base. There's a fastball that just misses. I'm not sure where that was, but the umpire did not go up with the right hand. It's going to run the count to 1-2. Looked like there was a lot of backdoor run on that pitch from Kishi. Not a lot on the plate unless the home plate umpire thought it was down. Here's the 1-2 again. It's a fastball swung on. This ball is grounded on. It's actually taken in the air. I thought it looked like it short hopped Asamura, but he is going to make the catch on that one. So it's a line drive that will be the second out of the inning. So 2 balls, 2 line drives, 2 hit right to fielders. We get a look at the replay on that one. Boy, yeah, I guess he did catch it. Looked like it was a short hop, but out number 2 is in the books here for the Hawks. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Yuki Yanagita. First pitch to Yanagita is a fastball swung on. It is lifted into deep center field, but there's room and space. Underneath it is Tatsumi is there to make the catch. And that was a pretty quick 1-2-3 inning for the Hawks here in their half of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. Kishi hardly had to break a sweat. We'll be back in just a few with all the action as the Hawks have nothing and the Golden Eagles are coming to bat. We'll be back in just a few after this. Thanks for staying up with us tonight. Late night action on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the top of the order coming up for the Eagles. That means Hiroto Kobakata, Yuya Ogo, and Hiroki Shimochi to face Carter Stewart Jr. here in the bottom of the first inning. Only 7 pitches for the right-hander Takayuki Kishi in the first inning for him, as he hardly had to break a sweat facing the Hawks hitters. So here comes the first offering from Stewart Jr. It's a fastball swung on and fouled away over on the first baseline, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Kobakata. Kobakata batting .260 on the year with 5 homers and 7 runs driven in. He also leads the Pacific League in stolen bases, so he can run a little bit. Fastball that misses down, and the count goes even to 1-1. That last pitch was at 95 miles an hour, and that's what Carter Stewart can bring. And we've seen him in the first inning at 95, and by the time we get into the third or fourth innings, be dialing it up to the 97 mile an hour mark in the past. And there's a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 here to Kobakata. As the right-hander delivers, there's a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. Defensively tonight for the Hawks, from left to right field, it is in left field, it's Kensuke Kondo. The center fielder is Yukio Shudo, and the right fielder is Tetsuro Yanagamachi. As Stewart kicks and fires, there's a fastball that misses outside, and the count runs even at 2s. Around the horn from first to third, it's Akira Nakamura at first. The second baseman's Masaki Momori. Kenta Imamiya at short, and the third baseman is Hikaru Kawase. With the battery of Stewart and Kai, there's a fastball swung on and lifted foul down the third base side, and it's going to reach the seats. And the count remains at 2-2 to Kobakata. This is going to be the type of at-bats that the Eagles or the Golden Eagles are going to need here, is to really battle and fight pitches off here against Carter to try to get him out of there early. There's another fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 2-2. This is going to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up here for Kobakata. That's one way to start the ball game, is force the pitcher to have to really work. Eagles looking to set the tone here offensively. Here comes pitch number 8. And there's a breaking ball that misses up and away, and the count runs full to 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kobakata, the left-handed hitting third baseman for the Eagles tonight, waits here on the 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, pop foul behind home plate, giving chases to Takuya Kai. It looks like there's room, and he's going to make the catch. And that is going to retire Kobakata for the first out of the inning. But that definitely goes as a quality at-bat in the books for him, as he was able to take Carter Stewart Jr. to 9 pitches. And that is going to bring up the right fielder, Yuya Ogo. Well, for Ogo, batting .265 on the year with 10 homers and 49 runs driven in. A bit of a problem over the last few years has been the right field position. They've had Shimouchi out there, as they've been able to move him when he's not DHing to left field. But it has been a crux and a bit of a problem as who is going to be one of those corner outfield spots. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1 to Ogo. Ogo looks like they have decided on him because he's had a pretty good year when given the opportunity. Probably arguably one of the better of his NPB career. As there's a fastball that misses down and away, and the count goes even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. We will post our schedule up, as we will call the 4 games on the Monday, Japan time. There's a breaking ball that misses outside. The count now goes to 2-1 on Ogo. 2 balls and 1 strike it is. As we expect that game between the Marines and the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles to be an exciting one on Monday. Lots at stake as that fastball swung on and fouled away. The count runs even to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ogo. Healthy crowd in Tohoku for this one, and it should be, because these 2 teams here are going to be jockeying for playoff spots. If the Hawks win here tonight, that should ice second place for them in the Pacific, as the fastball is swung on and fouled away, and the count now remains at 2-2 to Ogo. With the loss by the Marines earlier here tonight, and if my mathematics are correct, even if the Eagles win tonight, it doesn't matter who wins between the Eagles and Marines on Monday, as the 2-2 is on the way. There's another fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. It reaches the seats. The count remains at 2-2. So 15 pitches to 2 batters here already for Carter Stewart Jr., as they are definitely making him work. So 2 balls and 2 strikes it is. But as we mentioned earlier on, we are more than likely going to see a Hawks second place finish, or maybe at least a playoff finish. But whether they finish in second or not is another question. They've got to find a way to win one of the last 2 ball games. If they do that, then they would lock up home field advantage. Another fastball swung on and another one fouled away, and the count still remains 2-2. Another marathon at bat here on our hands. This is going to be pitch number 8 of this one. 9 pitches to the first hitter, Kobakata, and now 8 here coming to Ogo as there's a breaking ball swung on, grounded to the right side. Fielded by Mamori, he throws to first, and that is going to retire Ogo on a ground out, 4-3 for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 away, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Hiroki Shimauchi. Well, for Shimauchi, he's batting .235. He's got 7 homers and 38 runs driven in. But it's really been the last few weeks here for Shimauchi that he's been able to turn his game around. He was languishing below the 200 mark with the batting average, not having a very good season, but he is starting to unlock the switch and turn it up here for the late playoff drive. First pitch fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. We mentioned in a previous stream the longtime Golden Eagle, who's been with him his entire career, as he takes a breaking ball down and the count goes even to 1-1. Was not offered a contract before the season. He was wanting an extension and looking to be able to stay, and the Eagles have been kind of non-committal to their veteran, which is a little disappointing because when we watch him play, he's a very, we always have called him a very professional bat. He takes good at bats, makes good swings at good pitches, and he's generally pretty disciplined at not swinging at pitches out of the zone. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a breaking ball down. Again, that's good discipline by Shimauchi. So 2 balls and 1 strike. But with that being said, the Golden Eagles are looking at some players who are on the wrong side of 30, and that's exactly where Shimauchi fits in. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball that catches the inside corner. Count goes even to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. We got to look at that one on the replay. It was a very generous call by the home plate umpire. He's going to make those calls all night. It's going to be a tough night for Eagles hitters. There's a fastball swung on. This ball's lifted into deep center field. Moving back on it and in front of the warning track and making the catch is Yukio Shudo, and that is going to do it. Shimauchi is erased for the 3rd out of the inning. Well, the Eagles, like their counterpart, the Hawks, go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We are now moving to the top of the 2nd inning. Your score is the Hawks 0 and the Eagles 0. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in a bit with all the action. Appreciate you guys for jumping in here with us tonight.
This is Steve Rademacher, and I'd like to introduce you to my channel if you haven't seen it before. These are all the things I enjoy: sports, autographs, relics, non-sports Hall of Famers, pseudo-sports, Star Wars. That's my channel name and my name, and I would really appreciate it if you would come check me out and maybe even subscribe if you like it. Thank you for that for now, and back to your ball game.
Welcome back, everybody. We are moving ourselves to the top of the 2nd inning. It'll be the heart of the batting order to come to bat for the Fukuoka Ball Club. That means Kensuke Kondo, Akira Nakamura, and Tetsuro Yanagamachi to face the right-hander Takayuki Kishi, who had hardly broke a sweat, as we said in the 1st inning. Only 7 pitchers delivered to the Hawk hitters, as he is ready to resume his action here in inning number 2. The right-hander rocking into the windup, and he kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. Count is 0-1. One thing I can tell you about Kishi tonight, he's got a lot of arm side run on his fastball. There's been a couple of pitches here tonight that you just can't give up on, as it looks like the pitches on the inner part or inside part, if not the plate, certainly inside the off of the plate, and it just darts right back across the dish. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count is 1-1. Just fumbling a little bit over our words there. It is a second end of the doubleheader that we're doing tonight. We're glad that you guys could be here with us. There's a fastball that swung on and tapped foul just past the first base coach's box, and the count's 1-2 to Kondo. Have to keep an eye on that one. That last pitch was a changeup delivered by Kishi. We don't see a lot of pitchers with changeups in the NPB, and Kishi is one of them who does deliver the off-speed pitch. As here comes the 1-2 offering as the right-hander delivers a fastball. This is swung on. It's grounded into the 4-hole deep. Really nice play by the second baseman, Asamura, going out onto the outfield grass to field it. And he fires over to first, and that's going to retire Kondo on a ground out 4-3. Beautiful play there by the second baseman. Kondo in the books for the first out. That brings up Akira Nakamura to the plate. And for Nakamura, he's batting .275. He's got 5 homers and 37 runs batted in. He gets the start at first base here tonight. That was a really tough play there, actually, by the first baseman, Suzuki, to have to haul that one in. Almost as tough a play as the second baseman to get to the ball. There's a first pitch fastball that is taken outside for ball 1, and the count's 1-0. Kishi, wasting very little time, delivers a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Akira Nakamura. Right-hander against the left-hander. Kishi kicks and delivers. There's a slow breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count now goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. The right-hander again rocking into the windup and delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on. It is lifted foul behind home plate. The count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. We got a little bit of a look there behind home plate, and there are some empty seats right now. I don't know if it's going to be a late arriving crowd or what, but certainly the Golden Eagles need all the support that they can get here in this one. They've got to win this ball game tonight, and then they've got to take care of the Marines on Monday. Here comes the pitch. It's a fastball that misses inside, and the count goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, a lot of backdoor run on that pitch, although that time not as much as we've seen here from Kishi. As the 2-2 is on the way, there's a fastball swung on. It's grounded to the right side of the infield. Fielded neatly by Asamura. He throws to first, and that is going to retire Nakamura on a ground out 4-3 for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 away, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Tetsuro Yanagamachi. So even in the first game, we saw some pretty solid pitching from both of the pitchers, Sachira Yamazaki and, of course, Nishino, going for the Chibalote Marines tonight. And this ball game here, it is started off where we haven't seen a base runner yet. There's a first pitch breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 1-0. Yanagamachi on the year batting .258 with no homers and 34 runs driven in. As the right-hander kicks and delivers. Fastball taken for a called strike. It's now 1-1. Defensively tonight for the Hawks, from left to right field, it's Okajima and left, the center fielder Tatsumi and the right fielder Ogo. Around the horn from first to third, it is Suzuki at first, Asamura at second, the shortstop Mirabayashi, and the third baseman Kobakata, with the battery, of course, of Kishi and Sumitan. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left center field. This ball is going to get down for a base hit, as it is cut off by the center fielder Tatsumi, and he fires it back into the infield. And standing at second base with a 2-out double, and of course, the first hit now of the ball game is Tetsuro Yanagamachi. That's going to leave it up to the shortstop, Kenta Imamiya. And for Imamiya, he's hitting .254 on the year with 9 homers and 48 runs driven in. So Imamiya getting his opportunity to come to bat. shortstop waggling his bat, waiting here on the offering. As the right-hander delivers, it is a fastball that just misses low and away, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to Emamiya. Emamiya, of course, the Pacific League all-time leader in sacrifice bunts. Not a sacrifice bunt situation here, per se, as they certainly have a 2 out in this situation. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Kishi delivers. Fastball taken for a called strike, and the count goes even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is. We will look to not just call this game here tonight, but as we said, we will be back on the airwaves on Monday when the Marines are going to be playing the Golden Eagles. I'm a little skeptical if that game goes off because they are calling for rain in the forecast in Tohoku. Fastball that misses upstairs, and the count now goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. The catcher, Simitani, relays the signs to his pitcher, Kishi. And now he works himself set to the belt. He checks the runner at second. And now he kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is belted into deep left field, but not deep enough, as underneath it is the left fielder, Okajima. He's there, and he makes the catch. And Emamiya is going to be retired for out number 3 here in the second inning. Well, the Hawks get a 2-out double off the bat of Yanagamachi, but they leave him stranded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left aboard. We're now moving to the bottom of the second inning. Your score is the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles 0 and the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 0. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a little bit with all the action right after this from our friend, Steve Rademacher.
Hello, guys. Thank you for joining Freddie here on his baseball game. And I'm Steve Rademacher, and my channel is really all about everybody, including all my international friends. We have such stuff as non-sport packs from Canada, the OP Cheese. We have the Greek Freak. We have money from around the world. We have Lira. We have Yen. We have francs. We have pounds. We have Deutschmarks. We have all kinds of cool stuff like that. We even have some cooler things like Japanese women wrestlers and OPC baseball cards where I cannot read the back. We even have unopened material like the royal family, I know it's backwards, from London, England. Thank you for watching. Back to Freddie.
Appreciate you there, Steve, and the support you give to our channel. And in turn, we support Steve Rademacher. Be sure to check him out after the ball game is completed, as he is going to be all over his airwaves on his channel with his Saturday morning cartoons and, of course, then the Sunday shutouts. So check him out when you get a chance after the game. It's going to be the heart of the batting order to come to bat here for the Eagles in their half of the second. Kadeto Asamura, Takira Okajima, and Ryosuke Tatsumi. You face the right-hander Carter Stewart Jr., who delivers a first-pitch fastball that misses down and away for ball 1. Count is 1-0. 22 pitches in the first inning for Stewart, as they had given him quite the battle. As the 1-0 is on the way, it's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count now goes even at 1-1. And here comes the offering from the right-hander. Fastball that misses down, and the count goes to 2-1. 15 strikes, 7 balls in the first inning for Stewart Jr., so he is around the plate. As the righty delivers, there's a fastball swung on. It is lined back off the pitcher, and it's going to trickle over toward third base. Asamura hit an absolute bullet. And Stewart took it on the backside there. We're going to take a look as they got the trainer to come out and see him. Not sure exactly where that hit him. We'll have to look at the replay, but that will be a base hit, as they are concerned about the big right-hander. Nothing that's not going to make any damage done. They have the interpreter, the trainer, the pitching coach, a full entourage on the mound here with the right-hander. Going to ask him if he wants to maybe get a pitch as the manager, Fujimoto, sits stoically in the dugout. Looks like he's going to get himself a couple of warm-up pitches or to test himself out here. But we'll have to get a replay. The first pitch he throws almost to the backstop. But Hideto Asamura absolutely hits a bullet. We'll look at that replay again. And it looked like the way it went was it may have hit the glove or off the wrist of the pitcher. As he was falling off to the glove side, that's the problem for him. But it looks like he got hit in the forearm of his non-pitching arm. He's still shaking it off a little bit there. That would probably sting a little bit. But the trainers and the pitching coach are back into the dugout. That brings Takeru Okajima to the plate. Well, Okajima batting .267, 6 homers and 43 runs driven in. The left fielder digs himself in, and he's ready to get to the first offerings here from Stewart. We'll see how Stewart behaves here, if he maybe comes out throwing a little bit harder after that one. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count is quickly 1-0 to Okajima. They haven't posted the pitchers yet, but usually they do that 24 hours before the game. With nothing happening tomorrow night, the Sunday night affair will be more like around 10 o'clock that you'll start to see, or at least Pacific time, you'll start to see some of the names being dropped. There's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. I don't even know what to speculate on either of those. Certainly the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles, Masahiro Tanaka has not been the big game pitcher they've hoped for him to be. As there's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 2-1. And one would think that possibly the star rookie Sasaki could be available for the Marines in that one. So we'll have to keep tabs on that to see exactly who the starters will be. So 2 balls and 1 strike as the right-hander Stewart gets his sign from his catcher Kai. He works set to the belt. And here comes the pitch. It is a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count now is 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. We mentioned in our previous stream that what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding a podcast off-season style into our realm of things. So starting in November, we'll have a weekly podcast up on the channel. So be sure to go and check that out when it becomes available. We'll do off-season roundups, as there's been a lot of moves already for the non-playoff teams. They've already let a few players go, have the Dragons and the Lions. Breaking ball misses inside. It's now 3-2 to Okajima. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. We'll take a look at all the movement around the NPB as that will happen, but the chips will come to a final fall once the playoffs are completed in late October or early November, depending on how long it goes. So 3 balls and 2 strikes as Stewart Jr. brings the ball to the belt, now delivers. There is a breaking ball that is swung on and tapped foul. They had Asamura on the move there, as they were looking to potentially stay out of a double play. But this here looks like it's going to be another one of those long innings for Carter Stewart Jr. Already 10 pitches here. So he's got his work cut out for him here in this one. And at this rate here, it makes you wonder how many innings they're going to be able to get out of the big right-hander. And also, too, makes you also wonder how they're going to use their bullpen. We saw what the Marines tipped their hat on tonight. As here's the pitch. It's a fastball swung on, and it's going to be grounded past the diving third baseman Kawase into left field. Okajima's got himself a base hit. Stopping at second is Asamura. And the Eagles are flapping their wings here in the bottom of the second inning as they've got 2 on and nobody out. It's going to bring Ryosuke Tatsumi to the plate. Well, for Tatsumi on the season, he's batting .260. He's got 8 homers and 40 runs driven in. We've seen him in the past. I'd be keeping my eye here to see if they're going to get a sacrifice bunt in this situation. Last couple of times we've called the Golden Eagles, when he's had opportunity to bunt, he hasn't been able to get the job done. So back into the lab, maybe for Tatsumi to work on his bunting ability. We'll see if the bunting is in effect right now. So he waggles the bat from the left side, and here comes the offering. He's already squaring to bunt here, so that's the first sign. As the right-hander Carter Stewart waiting here to deliver to the batter Tatsumi. He bunts it. It is down. It is fielded by the third baseman Kawase. His only play is to first, and making the play and making the grab on the play is Masaki Momori. He had to lean forward to have to catch it, but he did a good job to hold on to the bag. So that is going to retire Tatsumi. That goes as a sacrifice, 5-4 on the retirement. As we said, Momori really had to come across the bag. He was able to hold on. It advances Asamura to third and Okajima to second with one gone. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Daichi Suzuki. Well, for Suzuki, hitting 244 on the year, 5 homers and 27 RBIs. He himself is getting a little bit long in the tooth. A longtime veteran player did not get as many games played this year for the Golden Eagles as he has in years past. He does play first and third base. The Hawks got the infield in here, as they must be thinking that this game here is going to be a close game or a one-run game. And the first pitch is a breaking ball that misses down to Suzuki, and the count's 1-0. The shortstop, Itsuki Moribayashi, waiting his turn on deck. Eagles threatening here in the bottom of the second inning. 2 on and 1 gone. Suzuki waits here on the offering from the right-hander. Carter Stewart Jr. leans in and gets the sign from Takuya Kai. And here's the pitch. Fastball that's caught the inside corner. Or did it? No, the home plate umpire looked like he was going up with the right hand. And instead, that's going to be a ball. I hate it when the umpires do that. It looks like they're going up. Their timing is what they're taught. Umpires are taught if it's a ball to stay low, and if it's a strike to come up in a hurry and give your sign once you've established that the call has been made. And the home plate umpire stood up as if he was going to do it. So now they're flashing the signs, but we're taking a look here right now. It is 1 ball and 1 strike, so he did call it a strike. It looked like he didn't go up with the right hand. Everything was moving so quick. Some confusion because Takuya Kai had to ask for time on that as well. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. The count now goes to 1-2. Don't know what the count is. Makes it hard to dictate what pitches you're going to throw. All around, that was probably butchered by the home plate umpire. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Suzuki as he waggles the bat, waiting on the offering here from Stewart Jr. Try to get the ball in play. Pitch is a fastball, swung on and missed. And that last pitch at 95 miles an hour has blown Suzuki away. He's gone for the second out of the inning. That is going to leave it up to the shortstop, Itsuki Moribayashi. So Stewart Jr. walking the ladder to blow the hitter away. That was one thing that Stewart Jr. talked about on a Baseball America interview a couple of years ago, actually after his first year in the NPB. He talked about the difference between North American hitters and Japanese hitters. And he said, basically, you can't just walk the ladder against the Japanese players because they do a pretty good job of flicking their wrists at the ball and fouling it off and keeping it in play. Of course, that time Suzuki wasn't able to do that. Here's the first pitch to Moribayashi. It's a fastball that catches the outside corner for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. This is going to be pitch number 40 of the ball game for the right-hander here. As we said, he is already ratcheting up the pitch count big time. The Eagles have done a great job of working him over. And there's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into right center field. This ball is going to get down for a base hit. 1 run is in, and rounding third and heading home with the second run is Okajima, and it's going to be a 2-0 Golden Eagles lead. Our friend brother Nick in the house here earlier on was asking us who we thought we were going to win We kept saying it's going to be a Golden Eagles night tonight. Just have that feeling. That's going to be a 2-run single here by Murray Biashi, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Jinjiro Sumitani. So a 2-out clutch base hit here. As that ball dropped over by Yukio Shudo. And they pick up a pair of runs here in the second inning for their pitcher, Kishi, who's been tough so far here tonight. Well, that brings up Sumitani to the plate. He's hitting .223 on the year with a homer and 10 RBIs as they try to throw over to first base and diving back in time as the base runner. So Sumitani here waiting on the offering. As Carter Stewart gets his sign from Takuya Kai. Now he works to the belt. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count now is no balls and 1 strike to Sumitani. We're pretty excited, as we said, to give you the call on Monday, which will be late North American time on Sunday evening. So hopefully you can join us for all the action on that one. Definitely we'll call the Marines and the Eagles. Fastball swung on and missed. The count now goes to 0-2. Whether we give you that other game, I'm not sure. Our brother Nick says he is dancing now. That is for sure. And a lot to be worth dancing about. So no balls and strikes as Stewart gets the sign of his catcher, and now he's ready to come to the set position. And here comes the 0-2. Fastball that misses upstairs. The count goes to 1-2 on Sumitani. That's probably a good decision. Sumitani definitely probably somebody here you may be able to walk the ladder on. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stewart now throws over to first base and diving back in time as the base runner. Got to keep an eye on Murray Biashi because he can run a little bit. He's got 11 stolen bases on the year. Eagles do have a couple players who can run, obviously with Kobakata leading the way with 36 stolen bases, but they also have in their lineup tonight 3 other players in double digits. And there is a split finger pitch swung on and missed. Sumitani down on strikes. He's gone for the 3rd out of the inning, but there's been damage in the inning here as the Golden Eagles get a pair. 2 runs in the inning on the benefit of 3 hits. There was no errors and 1 runner left aboard. We're now moving to the top of the 3rd inning. Your score is the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks trailing the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles 2-0. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back in a bit. Whether you listen live or on delay, it's appreciated. You guys are hanging with us tonight.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just 1 roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole. Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the top of the 3rd inning, and it is going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to come to bat for Fukuoka. That means Masaki Momori, Takuya Kai, and Yukio Shudo to face the right-hander Takayuki Kishi, who is on for his 3rd inning of work. Kishi, as we mentioned in the 1st inning, only 7 pitches in the 1st inning for him. He had to work a little bit harder in the last half inning, as he had to throw 17 pitches. We've got him for 24 through 2 Far better than his counterpart, Carter Stewart Jr., who is into the 40s already. So Kishi to face Masaki Momori, Takuya Kai, and Yukio Shudo. As the right-hander rocks into the motion and he kicks and delivers, there's a fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. Count is quickly 0-1. When we look at the number of balls, we've got him for 7 balls and 17 strikes, so he's been around the zone. As there's a split finger pitch swung on and missed. Count now is 0-2 to Momori. As we said, we will call this game here tonight. Take tomorrow off, watch some Major League Baseball, and back at it on Sunday evening. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There is a breaking ball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. Count remains at 0-2, so no balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander ready to go back to work again as he kicks into the windup and delivers. There's a fastball swung on and it's line foul down the left field line. So count remains at 0-2 to Momori. Momori proving to be a little bit of a difficult hitter to get out here. As the right-hander rocks into the delivery and fires, there's a fastball swung on and is grounded over to the right side. Fielded neatly by the first baseman, Suzuki steps on the bag. That's going to go down the books as a ground out to 3 for out number 1 here in the 3rd inning. That is going to bring up the catcher, Takuya Kai. Well, for Kai tonight, he has entered the ball game with a 2.01 batting average, 10 homers and 43 runs driven in. So he rocks himself into the windup, does Kishi, and he kicks and delivers. And the first pitch to Kai is a fastball taken right down the middle for a called strike. And the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Kai hitting from the right side against the right-handed throwing Kishi, who rocks into that windup and delivers. And there's a breaking ball that misses down and away, and the count goes even at 1-1. The Central League is already been decided, and all of the placements are in place as their league wrapped up its schedule earlier in the week. And now it's just a waiting game until the playoffs. There's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike to Takuya Kai. It'll be getting the first round bye will be the Hanshin Tigers. And it'll be the Carp and the Bay Stars. As there's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. And the count now goes to 2-2. I have to do a double check on it. I was of the impression that the Bay Stars would be the home team in that series. But I looked to see the standings, and I think it was the Carp who had the better record at that point. There was a fastball swung on it. It's going to be grounded into the 6th hole past the diving shortstop, Murray Biashi. And Takuya Kai is aboard with a single here. So a single for Kai, and that will bring up the top of the order in Yukio Shudo. I guess if there is a saving grace, that is going to clog up the base paths because Kai runs well for a catcher, but he's no Shudo. As Shudo is going to be batting here, and Kai is going to be posing that roadblock ahead of him. So Shudo steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He lined out to the 3rd baseman his first time up as he bats here against the right-hander Kishi. And here comes the pitch. It is a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1. Not overpowering anymore as Kishi as he once was. He, one season in his career, he struck out over 180 batters. And for NPB standards, that is quite good. But he, as the collective whole, as there is a fastball swung on, it's grounded softly to short. They go to second for 1, but there's no chance to get the speedy Shudo on the back end. That'll be a fielder's choice. It erases Kai 5-4. So he's gone for the second out of the inning. And that is going to bring up Hikaru Kawase to the plate. So as we do a double check on it, it is the Carp who have finished in second place ahead of the DNA Bay Stars, as they will be the one that is going to be hosting the first series. All 3 games to be played in Hiroshima. So Shudo is the runner over at first. Kawase here, I would think that it's got to be a attempt to steal it pretty quickly here. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. It was 0-1 to Kawase. Why not take the risk and the chance? Because if he's able to get over, you've got Kawase and the rest of the group to try to bring him home. If he gets thrown out, you still got Kawase to lead off the next inning. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. As Kishi kicks and fires, it is a breaking ball that just misses. They go over to the third base umpire to see if he went around. They say he didn't. It's going to keep the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kawase tonight 0 for 1. He lined out to the second baseman, Hideto Asamura, his first time up. We had to do a double take on it. It looked like Asamura had taken it on a short hop, but he did make a clean catch. So here comes the 1-1. Instead, they throw over to first base, and diving back in time is Shudo. So the Eagles must be thinking the same thing that I'm thinking, that he could be on the run. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Shudo establishes his lead. He's got a good, healthy lead over at first base. And the 1-1 on the way. It's a breaking ball, a good pitch to run on. They throw it down to second. It's not going to be in time. Shudo's going to get a stolen base, and he's going to end up tying the Golden Eagles third baseman with 36 for the league lead in the Pacific League. He had a big lead at first, and it was also a bit of a one-way lead as he was leaning in the direction towards second base. So stolen base there by Shudo, as he is now at second with 2 gone. And that last pitch, we didn't get that to Kawase or not. It's actually a ball for him, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike. We've got our friend Tudo in the house tonight. There's a fastball swung on. This is lifted into deep right center field, giving chase, and this ball is going to be off the glove and down off of the right fielder. And that is Ogo who fields it, and heading over to third with a triple is Kawase, and that's going to cut the lead in half to 2-1. An RBI triple here for Kawase as he bangs home Yukio Shudo with the Hawks' first run of the game. They've now clawed back to a 2-1 scoreline. It was a breaking ball that didn't break. It hung up in the zone. Kawase did a good job of being able to turn on that one. And it just was past the outstretched arm of the ranked fielder, Ogo. But he races all the way around with a 2-out triple. And that is going to bring up the designated hitter, Yuki Yanagita. Thanks for stopping in with us tonight there, Tudo. We're glad you could make it in. So the runner at third, Kawase with 2 out. All of this is pretty much got going here with the 2 out. Kai with the single and then erased in the fielder's choice. There's a fastball swung on. This ball's hit to deep right field. This ball's got legs, and this ball's trouble, and this ball is gone. A 2-run homer for Yuki Yanagita. And just like that, it is now a 3-2 ball game for the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. Oh boy. So Kishi, who's been cruising right along here, and just like that, hit, fielder's choice, stolen base, triple and home run, has now got the Hawks out in front 3-2 here, and the silence the crowd in Tohoku. For Yanagita, that's his 22nd bomb of the year, 85 RBIs to go with it. There's a first pitch breaking ball that's taken for a called strike by Kondo, and the count's 0-1. That kind of came out of nowhere. especially with 2 outs and a runner on first. Fastball that just misses outside. The count goes even at 1-1. As we said at the top of the stream, Kishi has these moments where he pitches really, really, really well, and you figure there's nothing going to happen. And then all of a sudden, it's just a walk and a knock, and boom. And there's a fastball swung on. This ball is lined into right field. It's going to get down for a base hit in front of the right fielder, Ogo. And Kazuki Kondo is aboard with a single. It's almost like that they know what pitches are coming right now. So Kondo aboard with a single, and that will bring up the first baseman, Akira Nakamura. And on top of it, it's going to bring the pitching coach out of the Golden Eagles dugout as he's going to come out and have a few words with his right-hander. And so the conference was a quick one. Vote of confidence for the righty. It's a pat on the back, and we're ready to go again as it's going to bring Akira Nakamura to the dish. And for Nakamura, he is 0 for 1 tonight. He's grounded out to second. His only trip to the plate. So Nakamura batting here. The runner at first is Kondo, and the first pitch is a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Nakamura grounded to the second baseman his first time up. So only trip to the plate so far in this one. The second time through the order has not been kind to the pitcher Kishi. There's a fastball swung on, his tap slowly over to third. Fielding it on the run is Kobakata. He throws to first. And that is going to get Nakamura on a ground out, 5-3. He'll be retired for the third out of the inning, but not until there's been damage done. 3 runs in the inning by the Hawks on the benefit of 3 hits. There's no errors, and there was 1 runner left aboard. We are now moving to the bottom of the third inning. Your score is the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 3 and the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action right after this. We appreciate you guys for being here with us. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the bottom of the third inning. It'll be the top of the order for the Golden Eagles. Hirota Kobakata, Yuya Ogo, and Hiroki Shimouchi to come on to face the right-hander Carter Stewart, who is now going to be pitching with a lead for the first time in this game. So that is where we stand. So 3 to the scoreline. And it just turned just like that. It was a 1-out single by Takuya Kai, and then after the fielder's choice that Shudo bounced into, a triple from Kawase and a home run from Yanagita. Just like that, they are up 3-0. The first pitch, there was a breaking ball that missed down and into Kobakata. And now he swings at a fastball, and he lines it right to the glove of the shortstop. And that was a nice catch there by Kenta Emamiya. That's going to retire Kobakata for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, Yuya Ogo. Just also, we mentioned to everybody that we do also stream on Twitch. Although we don't put a lot of stock into our Twitch stream, we do appreciate the listeners who do come in and listen to the ball games with us. We appreciate you guys as well. So that brings up the right fielder, Yuya Ogo, who is 0 for 1 today. And he takes a first pitch breaking ball down and in for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Ogo grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. As he bats from the left side here, waiting on the offering from Stewart, who kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and lifted, foul down the left field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Yuya Ogo. As he's waggling the bat, Stewart rocking into the windup, and now he kicks and delivers. Breaking ball swung on and tapped foul over on the first base side of home plate, and the count now goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Left-handed hitting Ogo here. Grounded to second his first time up as he takes a fastball up and away, and the count goes to 2-2. So we said the pitch count for Carter Stewart. We'll keep an eye on it here. Usually we talk about the rule of thumb is about 15 pitches per inning is what pitching coaches will look for. As the 2-2 is on the way, there's a breaking ball waved out and missed. That is going to put Ogo in the books for a strikeout. That's going to be the 3rd strikeout of the ball game by Stewart. And so Ogo gone for the second out. It's going to bring up Hiroki Shimouchi to the plate. We're talking about pitches per inning. So generally the rule of thumb, 45 pitches through 3 innings is the watermark or the target that you'd be shooting for. Stewart right now is north of 50. There's a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1. Hiroki Shimouchi. So that does not bode well for a long outing for the Fukuoka right-hander. There's another breaking ball that drops in. Count now goes to 0-2 on Shimouchi. So no balls and 2 strikes. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, it's a fastball that misses down. It's a stop there by Kai, even though there's nobody on. He has to be prepared in the event that is a swing and a miss. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Shimouchi as the right-hander Stewart rocks into the windup. And now he delivers a fastball that misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-2. That was what we talked about in the first at-bat by Shimouchi, the professional approach that he brings to the plate. As he took that fastball, a lot of novice hitters may have went after that one. He has the discipline and the wherewithal to lay off it. There's a fastball swung on it. It has popped up just behind second base, moving back into the outfield and making the catch is Imamiya. He's going to retire Shimouchi for the 3rd out of the inning, and that is going to do it. There was no runs in the inning, no hits, no errors. Nobody left the board as the Eagles go down in order. We're now moving to the top of the 4th inning. Your score is the Hawks 3, the Eagles 2. Hang with us, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit and appreciate your time and support for being with us here tonight. We'll be right back in just a few. Welcome back, everybody. It is a 3-2 lead for the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Hang tight. We appreciate you being here. Welcome back, everybody. Here's the first offering from Takayuki Kishi. It is a breaking ball delivered to Tetsuro Yanagamachi, taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Yanagamachi, Imemiya, and Momori to face the right-hander here in the fourth inning. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into right center field, and this ball is going to get down. Cutting it off as the center fielder and digging for two is Yanagamachi. He's going to slide in safely. Tatsumi got it in a hurry, but Yanagamachi's got himself a leadoff double. That's his second double of the night. And I have to say, there's been some balls absolutely blistered off the bats of the Hawks here in the last inning and change. So keep an eye on Kishi, how much longer he might stay out there. He's getting knocked around like a tin can. So Yanagamachi, the runner at second. It'll be Kenta Imemiya coming to the plate. Wouldn't bat an eye here if they're in a bunt situation. And that's exactly what Imemiya is going to be called upon to do. Already squaring the bunt as the right-hander Kishi works himself to the set. He checks the runner at second and now delivers. And it is a fastball bunted foul down the first baseline. So the count is quickly 0-1 So 0-1 to Imemiya. A little surprised he was bunting it down the first base line. I would have thought that he would have maybe tried to take it down the third base line, bring that third baseman off of the bag, see how the Eagles are going to rotate that side of the field. They're jockeying with the runner at second base. And here comes the pitch. It's bunted and it is down, but it's a foul ball. Simitani fielded it in foul territory on the third base side, so uncharacteristically of Imemiya. Count is now 0-2. So unable to get the job done so far as the Fukuoka shortstop. We'll see if they keep it on here with 2 strikes. So here comes the offering as the right-handed Imemiya waggling the bat. Doesn't look like he's going to square again here. But you can never count him out. Here comes the 0-2. Pitch is on the way. It's a fastball swung on and lifted foul down the right field line, and the count remains at 0-2 to Imemiya. So 2 strikes. So 2 strikes. Runner at second, Yanagamachi. There is nobody out here in the fourth inning. The Hawks have a 3-2 lead. Here's the pitch. It is a breaking ball swung on and fouled away. Nice job of protecting the plate there by Imemiya. That was too close to take. Looked like it was going to be on the outside corner, but probably would have fallen out of the zone. But nevertheless, too close to take in this situation. 2 strikes. Establishing his a lead at second is Yanagamachi. They're trying to keep him close over there. As the right-hander checks the runner at second, now delivers. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into right field. It's slicing toward the line. It's going to get down for a base hit. And stopping at third is Yanagamachi. It looked like he may have wanted to try to score on that. He sort of hesitated coming around. Looked like they may have had the brakes on, but getting the ball back into the infield, it was not crisp. We're going to get a look at the replay. That ball was sliced down the right field line. A nice job there by the right fielder to get over. So Imemiya has himself a single. That puts runners on the corners with nobody out. Friend brother Nick not impressed here in this one. Well, I'll tell you, I can't see Kishi being around here for a whole lot longer. There's been some loud outs. As we said in the first inning, Shudo and Kawase lined out. Second inning, he gave up the double to Yanagamachi. Then it was a bit of a laser fest in the third. 3 hits, including a home run and a triple. Check that, 4 hits in the third inning. I missed a hit in there. Don't want to take that away from the Fukuoka Ball Club. So they've already got 7 hits in this one with the leadoff double by Yanagamachi and the single by Amamiya. That brings Masaki Momori to the plate. Brother Nick says he lost. Well, the game's not over yet, depending on what you've lost. If you took the under through the first 5, you might have lost. Fastball swung on and fouled away. The count is 0-1 to Momori. This game is far from over. As I said, Carter Stewart. But I will say the needle would probably point to the Hawks bullpen if you're looking at a situation. Game is far from done as we are here in the 4th inning. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball swung on and missed, and the count now goes to 0-2 on Momori. Well, if the right-hander Kishi can retire Momori here on strikes, that would be a massive strikeout. Then, of course, you've got the 9-hole hitter Takuya Kai on deck. So Kishi ready to go again. No balls and 2 strikes here to Momori. As the right-hander looks in and gets his sign. As he works himself set to the belt. And here comes the pitch. It's a fastball that misses outside. The count goes to 1-2 on Masaki Momori. Well, it has definitely put a damper on the Tohoku crowd. They're definitely not as excited and definitely not as boisterous as they have been. Everything has been quieted down after that 3-run uprising in the 3rd inning by the Hawks, and now they're looking for more. As the right-hander works to the set, and now time has been called. Momori can't seem to really get himself dug in. He's really playing around in that left-handed batter's box. Brother Nick says, Hawks win. Come on, you know what? Hawks scores 7-2. Not sure about that one yet. So here comes the 1-2 pitch. Certainly, if the Hawks win, they would probably be able to clinch their spot. There's a fastball that misses outside. Another pitch that looked like it was a pretty good pitch, but Kishi not getting the call. It's now 2-2. This isn't exactly the playoff umpiring from the home plate umpires that we would expect to see in another week's time or so. I think it's, what would we say, a week Saturday. It all gets going in the playoffs. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. And it is a split finger pitch, swung on and fouled away. Unable to hang on was the catcher Simitani. It's going to keep the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Momori had taken the swing at it, fouled it right off into the feet of the catcher. So 2 balls and 2 strikes as Momori gets his sign from Simitani. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here comes the pitch to Momori. As Kishi kicks and delivers, there's a split finger pitch swung on and fouled away. The count remains at 2-2. So just as we were talking about Carter Stewart Jr.'s pitch count ratcheting up, well, Kishi now at 59 pitches. This is soon to be pitch number 60. You have to wonder if there's going to be high alert in the Golden Eagle bullpen or if they let him ride as far as they can. Because ultimately the game for the Eagles is going to come down to that Monday game. If they win this game and win the Monday game, then they would finish in 2nd place and they would get home field advantage. That's the importance of this game here. Got to win today, got to win the next one. There's a fastball swung on it. It's grounded over to the shortstop. They got the runner hung up between 3rd and home, and they're absolutely making a meal of it. Finally, Simitani able to run the runner, Yanagamachi, down and apply the tag. But it is going to allow the runner, Kenta Amamiya, to get all the way around to 3rd. Momori bounces into that fielder's choice. It's going to retire Yanagamachi. 6-2 to 5-2 as he's gone for the first out of the inning. We get a look at that, and it is going to put runners at second, third. So that's good base running on the back end by the Hawks. Not to mention that Yanagamachi stayed in it in that rundown to be able to allow the runners to get into scoring position. So Imamiya, the runner at third, and Momori, the runner at second. And now the Eagles have brought the infield in, and it's going to be Takuya Kai at the plate. So keep an eye here. Takuya Kai could be in a situation for some sort of squeeze, either a safety squeeze or a suicide. I don't think that I would suicide squeeze Kai, but certainly the safety could be in effect. And here's the pitch. It's a fastball swung on and missed. Count is quickly 0-1 to Kai. So the runner at third is Imamiya. The runner at second, Momori. And Kai takes a big, long hack at that one for strike one. Kai gets himself settled in the batter's box, and he's waiting here on the offering from Kishi. As Kishi comes to the set position. And here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left field. Should be deep enough to be able to get the run in, tagging at second and at third. Here comes the throw into third. And did they get him? And did the runner cross the plate? Let's see what happens here. Looks like a run's going to score, but we're going to take a look here to see if they retire the runner at third base. We're getting not some very good coverage. Looks like that is going to be a sacrifice fly. And Kai is going to get himself an RBI. That'll be the second out of the inning. And it looked like the throw to third, they had beat it safely. So advancing over to third is Masaki Momori. That was a close play at third base, and it was also close because the runner had to cross the plate. When I was in Saitama a few weeks ago, we saw that exact similar play between the Fighters and the Lions, where the runner, Shuta Tonosaki, was at third, tagged, and then lollygagged it across and didn't score the run. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count is a 1 and no strikes to Shuto. So 4-2 is the scoreline here for the Hawks now as they have the lead in the top of the fourth. Here comes the offering from Kishi, who holds set, now delivers. Fastball that misses upstairs. The count now goes to 2-0 on Shuto. Shuto in this game here tonight has aligned to third and bounced into a fielder's choice. He's also got himself a stolen base. The Eagles are now finding themselves down by a pair of runs after starting the game up by 2. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 2-1. Not sure I like that call by the home plate umpire. The catcher was set up outside and had to reach across his body to take that pitch as a strike, not rewarding good baseball. Now the right-hander works to the belt position. And here comes the 2-1 from Kishi. Breaking ball swung on, grounded over to the right side, fielded by Asamura. He throws to first. Shuto's retired on a groundout 4-3 for the third out of the inning. While they had a run in the inning on the benefit of 2 hits, there was no errors and there was a runner left aboard. We are now moving to the last half of the fourth inning. Your score is the Hawks 4 and the Eagles 2. Hang out with us, everybody. We'll be back in just a little bit. We appreciate you all for hanging with us here tonight. We'll be back in just a few after this. Or maybe after that.
Well, you got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole.
Welcome back, everybody. Carter Stewart completing his warm-up tosses. We'll be back in just a few with all the action after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be coming to bat for the Eagles, the heart of the batting order. It'll be Hideto Asamura, Takira Okajima, and Ryosuke Tatsumi. Stewart Jr. is going to be able to pitch with a 4-2 lead here at this point. So he is going to begin his fourth inning of work as Asamura waits on the first offering. It's a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. And the count is quickly 0-1. Asamura tonight 1 for 1. He's got a single and a run scored in this one. As there is a fastball that misses down, and the count now goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Hideto Asamura. Crowd is definitely into it in Tohoku, and they're going to need to have that support behind their team if they're going to do some damage here. There's a breaking ball swung on. It is lifted into straightaway center field. There is Shishudo. He makes the catch, and that is going to retire Asamura for the first out of the inning. So 1 up and 1 gone here, and that's going to bring up the left fielder, Takira Okajima. And for Okajima in this one, he is 1 for 1 tonight. He's also scored a run. He was the second run to score back in the second inning, as the Eagles had jumped out to a 2-0 lead, and now they find themselves looking up at a 4-2 deficit. Here comes the first pitch. It's a fastball that misses inside, and the count is quickly 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to Takira Okajima. Right-hander Stewart rocking into the windup and delivers. It is a fastball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Okajima waggling the bat, waiting on the offering here from the right-hander, who kicks and delivers. Fastball, take it for a called strike, and the count now goes to 2-1. Fairly efficient inning here so far for Stewart Jr., but he is north of 60 pitches in the fourth. There is a fastball that misses outside. They appeal over to the first base umpire. They say that Okajima didn't go, and the count goes to 3-1. Hopefully we get that on a replay here for us. A pitch looked like he may have gone around. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded over to first. Oh, what a nice play there by Nakamura as the ball took a wicked hop. Came up on him. It looked like it was going to hit him right in the head. He was able to get it, and he takes the play himself. It's a ground out to 3 for the second out of the inning. That's going to leave it all up to the center fielder, Ryosuke Tatsumi. Well, for Tatsumi, he had a sacrifice bunt his last time up, moving runners into scoring position. So he bats here with 2 gone in the fourth inning as the right-hander Stewart Jr. rocks into the motion, and he delivers a breaking ball that misses outside. Count is 1 ball and no strikes. It is 6:20 in the morning on the East Coast. We thank people for listening in with us tonight. There is a breaking ball swung on and grounded foul over on the first base line, and the count now is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is. Right-hander Stewart kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. Now the count goes to 1-2 on Tatsumi. So 1 ball and 2 strikes as the right-hander rocks into the windup and delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on and fouled away. Count remains at 1-2 to Tatsumi here. That one there hit Takuya Kai. A little bit of an awkward way, and it kind of stung him a little bit. So here comes the 1-2 pitch as the right-hander delivers. There's a fastball swung on and missed. And Tatsumi goes in the books as a strikeout. And by our counts there, that looks like number 4 in the books here for Stewart Jr. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. They go in order. It's now 7 in a row retired by Carter Stewart, as we are now going to be moving to the top of the 5th inning, and the manager, Ishii, is out. Looks like he's going to be making a pitching change. We'll get that for you when we come back in just a few. We appreciate you guys for being with us tonight, as we're going to try to hang in here with us for right to the end in this one here. We'll be right back after this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Sora Suzuki is coming on in relief. He's making his 61st appearance of the year with a 1-1 record. He's got himself an ERA of 3.16. Kind of debating whether or not we'll shut her down, period, after the 5th inning or not. If we're going to stay in this one or not, depending on how many people are in here with us. As we do have our friend Titus in the house, we welcome you back into the stream. The Golden Eagles here might be in a situation where they might be eventually got to make a decision. Do they wave the white flag and let the Hawks win this one out, where they know they've got to win a 1-game showdown against the Marines on Monday? Our friend Titus says he's here. We appreciate you for popping in. As we said, it's getting to be a little bit on the late side here, and I've got to get up in about 3 hours' time. So we'll see how this one's going to shape up here. So top of the 5th inning, as the Hawks are going to be sending the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to bat. Kawase, Yanagita, and Kondo. Kawase here, 1 for 2 tonight. He had a triple, an RBI, and scored a run his last at bat. The last at bat, he had the triple. He's also lined out to second. He takes a fastball for a called strike. The count is 0-1. The end of the night for Kishi was pretty quick, as he had been pulled out of this one here. All right, here's the 0-1 pitch. It's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Hikaru Kawase. The Golden Eagles and Marines in a 1-game showdown. That'll be interesting here. That is what we're looking at. And if the Hawks win this one, they will be hosting the playoff series of those 2 teams. Fastball swung on and fouled away. Count remains at 1-2. So here comes the 0-2 offering as the lefty holds set. Now delivers. There's a fastball that misses down and away. So count now runs to 1-2 on Kawase. Right-hander Suzuki ready to deliver again as he fires it as a fastball that misses down and away. That's the other thing, too. Having a hard time tonight with the umpire. In the first game, it wasn't great, but he was certainly a lot better than what we're witnessing here in game 2. Nothing worse than when you've got stuff where they're squeezing you. That's the way it goes sometimes. So here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded up the middle for a base hit. It's going to get into center field. So Kawase is going to be aboard with his second hit tonight, as he is aboard with a single, and that is going to bring up the designated hitter, Yuki Yanagita. Well, for Yanagita, he's 1 for 2 tonight. He had that 2-run shot his last time up. So we'll see how this plays out here as Yanagita steps up to the plate. And the first pitch ready to come here from the left-hander Suzuki, who kicks and delivers a fastball that misses down for a ball, and the count is 1-0. With that home run his last time up, it was his 22nd of the year. He's now got 85 runs driven in. So the lefty works to the set. Now he's ready to go. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded over to the right side, fielded by Asamura. He bobbles the ball, picks it up, and throws to first. His only play is going to be to first base. It's a ground out 4-3 for the first out of the inning. Kawase advances over into scoring position at second base. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, Kazuki Kondo. Well, for Kondo, he's 1 for 2 tonight. He's got a single and 2 trips. As we mentioned, we'll make a decision at the end of the 5th if we're going to hang in here with you guys. It's a little bit of a challenge here tonight. There's a fastball that swung on and fouled away. Count is 0-1 to Kondo. A little bit will be dictated here. It's the 5th inning, and we talked about this in the last game. The 5th inning has a way to be scoring some runs or not, especially if you look at the overs and the unders. 5th inning in today's early game, no runs were scored in that 5th inning. The 5th inning has a way to change, especially when people are playing the live overs or live betting. Fastball misses inside. The count goes even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Kondo. Kondo enjoying himself a quality season. 25 homers, 85 runs driven in. As the lefty holds to the set. And here comes the pitch from Suzuki. It's a breaking ball down in the dirt, and it squirts away from the catcher, and that is going to advance the runner Kawase over to third. That'll be a wild pitch. That's going to run the count now to 2-1 on Kondo. Well, the Hawks got an opportunity here to pad their lead. So 2 balls and 1 strike it is here. Infield in for the Hawks here as they know the importance of this. As here comes the 2-1 pitch. There's the fastball that swung on, and it's lifted foul down the left field line. Count remains at 2-2, or count now goes to 2-2 on Kondo. If you're a Hawk fan, you need the little added incentive here. So here comes the offering. It's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses low, and it's now 3-2 to Kondo. Talking about maybe not making it through the 5th inning. We may not make it through the bottom of this inning. To make a decision here quickly, as I said, we're fading fast on you guys, unfortunately. Crowd in pretty good form as the left-handed hitting Kondo wangles the bat. Now he asks for time. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Kondo. As the lefty ready to deliver again. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, belted into deep center field. That's going to be deep enough to get the run in. Tatsumi back. He makes the catch, tagging at third and heading home is Kawase. And that's going to increase the scoreline to 5-2. So a sacrifice fly to center field cashes in another run. Kondo gets some high fives in the dugout. 5-2 lead now for the Fukuoka Ball Club. So that is going to leave it all up to Akira Nakamura, who comes to bat with nobody on and 2 gone. As the manager Ishii looks on stoically from the Golden Eagles dugout. And a chance to make it really interesting here to keep the Hawks from running away with it. There's a first pitch breaking ball that misses up and away, and the count is 1-0. It looks for all intents and purposes like the Hawks got to cruise in this one here. And if that is the case, the Golden Eagles opportunities will have to come in a head-to-head against the Marines. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. The count's even at 1-1 now. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Lefty Suzuki holding a set at the belt. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and that's going to do it. And I think that's going to do it for us too tonight, everybody. We called that first game, and we're just getting ourselves crushed here. Not going to be able to make it through. 1 run in the inning, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left aboard. It is going to be a 5-2 ball game. We're going to shut her down here for ourselves for the rest of the night. We'll come back and give you the full call of the ball game slated for the next night. We're going to do that, but unfortunately, we're going to pack this one in. And with the light audience tonight here, that's the way it's going to go. Looks like we're going to have ourselves another celebration. Carter Stewart Jr. is going to come back out onto the hill. Have a great night, everybody. We will catch you guys a little later in the week.